Okay, this is your Level 1 Mission 3 overview. Just a reminder, the videos, the one you're watching, is under this link. We did Mission 1 and Mission 2 in the last video. I'm going to go over Mission 3, and I want you to note here that there is a discussion board for questions on Level 1. So if you click on this, it will take you to a discussion board. You can start a thread. You can ask questions. Hopefully students will get on there. Other students in the class will get on there and answer the questions for you. I will check in on it every couple of days to see if there's anything I can help with. So you can help each other with that. If you don't get a response, either from a student or from me in a 48 hours or so, then go ahead and send me an email. Okay, so we're going to do Mission 3, which is Chapters 2, 3, 13, and 14. So let me click on that. Things are moving a little slow tonight. Here are your objectives for Chapter 2, and here are your objectives for 3, 13, and 14. Chapter 2 activities are right here. This is basically going to be on water safety and water issues. So under Water Wars, I have a podcast I want you to listen to. The podcast has 3 sections to it. One is on the country of Yemen, one is on California, and the third one is on decreasing water usage by making meat out of vegetables, or I think it's vegetables, but you can listen to it if you want to. The one I want you to focus on is the California water issues, and then there'll be a question here. You can download from here, click on this, download it, look at that, listen to the podcast, answer those, and then submit it to this link. Okay, so that's the first one on water. The second one on water, and this one you need to give a little time for. It is it's about Flint, Michigan. If you've paid attention to the news at all over the last couple of years, this video here is 54 minutes long, so you need to give yourself some time, so don't start it at the last minute. There's a short video here on a woman that you'll meet in that first video, a little more detail, and then a timeline for you. And then again, you've got this worksheet, so you want to download from here, have it with you while you're watching the video, answer the questions, watch the other 2 videos, and then submit that here, okay, with this link here. Then once you've done both of those, let me go back to Chapter 2. Then there's a journal article on this section, water issues and answer the questions. You only get points for the journal entry if you've done the 2 assignments here, because I don't feel you can do the assignments accurately unless you have answered or had done these first and then do the journal entry. So you won't get points for the journal entry unless you do those 2. All right, let's go back then to Mission 3. We just did Chapter 2 activities. Now we have Chapter 3, 13, and 14. The reason I go out of order there is because I feel the topics in 13 and 14 relate back to 3. All right, the first thing you have here is cell parts, functions, and diseases. So you're going to learn about cells. You click on this folder, and there's a PowerPoint. You can print this PowerPoint off if you want to, but these 2 videos go over that PowerPoint. So there's different ways you can do it. You can download the PowerPoint, take notes as you watch these 2 videos. You can just watch the videos and take notes. It's up to you. But in terms of cell parts and functions, I want you using what's in the video, not the book. Obviously, they're similar, but I want you using my wording for it. This last one here, you have to be prepared to take it. All diseases come down to something going wrong at the cellular level. And so what I'm going to try to show you is that when a cell doesn't function correctly, it causes diseases. So it's going to give you a disease. Based on the functions of the parts of the cells, you should be able to determine what part of the cell is not functioning in that disease. So that's why it's important, and for the test, that you use the functions I give you in this video. So that is cell parts and functions. The next section is on cloning. The basics of cloning, this is a video that I've done on cloning. It'll talk about Dolly the sheep, who you may or may not heard of. Then based on that video, pay attention to the end of that video. I will go through a cloning example, and then you're going to have to tell me in this quiz what color the clone is. And so pay attention to the end there. You have one time to take this quiz and you have to spell it correctly, so make sure that you're ready when you go in because you won't have a second try. Then you're going to watch this video. I think it's kind of cute. This video on 14 species that cloning could actually resurrect. Watch that, not very long, a few minutes, and then you're going to answer this journal entry based on that video that you're watching on cloning extinct animals. So that is what you will do on cloning, regarding cloning. Next is pathogens and your microbiome. There is a video I've done on the basic pathogens. Some of this is in your book, but not enough of it. So you want to watch this before you do the microbiome case study. This is the actual case study. So you want to print this off, but the questions you're going to answer regarding this case study are right here. So you'll print this off to read it, and then you'll save this to your hard drive, or you can print it off and write in the answers, but then you're going to type your answers into this document, and then you're going to submit it here. So the answers to these questions are based on this case study up here. Now, in that case study, they're going to ask you to watch, I think in part 1 or the prologue, they're going to ask you to watch some videos. Here are the 4 videos that you will watch that will help, that are part of this case study and will help you answer some of the questions here. So this is what you will hand in regarding the case study. Okay. And that's all that's in that folder. The last section, I'm basically going to have you read the book on stem cells. That's chapter 14. You might want to go back and look at the objectives. And then when you get done and you get done reading it, you're going to answer a couple, actually an ethical question, which is going to be one of the things we're going to do a little bit later in the class regarding stem cells. So this, go to chapter 14, review it, look at the objectives. And remember, the objectives are back. Let me find it. Again, things are a little slow. The objectives, okay, are under mission 3, level 1, mission 3. So when you're reading chapter 14, look at some of these. They are in regards to chapter 14. Okay, so that's what you need to do. The chapter 2 activities, 3, 13, and 14. After you finish mission 3, you will then have a test over level 1. The test will be under test. You can't see it right now. What I normally do is I bring it up the Sunday before it's due, and then it's due the following Sunday at midnight. Exact dates for that change each semester, so you need to make sure, again, you have that sheet in front of you that has due dates on it. Remember, that's the only place that you can get that information, and if you only have one time to take the test. So you click on it and then you start answering the questions. If you click out of it and stop in the middle, you're not going to be able to go back on. So sometimes you get kicked off, and I can tell that. You'll need to contact me. So my recommendation for the test is that you do not start it at the last minute. I will not reset it for you at 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. So make sure that you do that and get that done in time. So again, after you finish mission 3, you will take test 1. That will be level 1. All right. Hope everything's going all right with the class. If you have any questions, let me know.